Hello everybody, AVT here, and I am back. I'm going to be looking to start the Jedi Theme Park today, the new content that just released for SWG Legends. I'm going to answer this guy's question real quick. Funny enough, that's what I was just about to talk to. Okay, hopefully that helps that guy out. So, we're here to do the Jedi Theme Park. We're going to go into this building, talk to the retired traveler right here, and he's going to tell us about the Jedi Theme Park. So let's see. Welcome, traveler. I'm looking for adventure. His journey to Yavin 4, a mysterious temple in the southwestern reaches of the jungle planet. Perfect. Yeah, and what did they say about it? They both brushed it off. I'll see what I can do. Perfect. So, let's go find this temple on Yavin. Just a quick note. He says it's in the southwestern part of Yavin 4. It is actually not. It's actually more on just the western side of Yavin 4 than southwestern. This has thrown quite a few people off already, so don't be fooled. So we're going to go over to Yavin 4, the labor outpost. And I'm actually going to see if there's a camp up right now. Since this is a very new event, there's been a lot of camps in the area, and I'd like to take advantage of one if there is. Let's see if we get lucky. Yavin 4. There are camps right next to it. So it's right up in here. Purchase a ticket. Actually, oh, I do not want to see those. Why do I have a waypoint there? Shuttle is about to begin boarding. I forgot to write down the waypoint to the Jedi Temple, but I'll make sure it's down in the description so that there's no confusion on exactly where it is when you guys begin these quests. But I'm going to go ahead, shuttle on over there, and I'll probably have to do a little bit of exploring since I don't have an exact waypoint to the temple, but I will talk to you guys once we arrive. Alright, here we are at the entrance to the hidden Jedi Temple, and it looks like I'm going to make a waypoint to this real quick. Let's use -6765 and then 886. Now we have a waypoint here. I'm not sure what this other one is. I'm just going to get rid of it. I'm going to rename it. Oops. Jedi Temple. Perfect. So I will make sure that's down in the description, but just for your guys' reference, it is -6765 and 886 is where this Jedi Temple is located. So we're going to go ahead, run on inside. Marvel at how freaking cool this looks, because, I mean, my god, did they do an exquisite job in here. There is also, it's over here, a collection item on the ground right here, this Force Relic. I'm going to go ahead and collect that while we're here. I've only seen 2 of these so far. I'll definitely do my best to keep my eyes open for them as we continue the theme park. I'm going to go ahead and force a run down this tunnel, because the guy we need to speak to start off our quests is just in this little central area right here. So we need to talk to Kamavol. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. We need to talk to Master Koa. What's wrong? Call upon the Force to search for disturbance. I sense it's something disturbing. It seems a dark side. What should we do? I'll leave right away. I understand. I will be careful. Alright, so... Alright, so now we need to go 10,000 meters away and investigate this unknown disturbance, which is over here. I'm going to drive out of here and see if there's a camp that somebody still has. There probably is, since this is still very close to release day. So let's go find out. I just cannot give the devs enough credit for this. I mean, this is such a great addition to this game. Alright, so we're going to drive a little bit down the hill here, and hopefully ITV to a camp that's near the unknown disturbance. There's a camp right there, so hopefully I'll be able to ITV somewhere in this area. I don't really feel like aggroing those. Stay away from me, please. Perfect. And there is. Run a little bit away, because sometimes if you ITV to a camp and you summon your vehicle, yep, it does that. I don't know why, but it does. Stop putting it over there, I am over here. This game hates me. At least I can see it this time. Can I get on it? Cool. Alright, so it's just a short 1,200 meter drive over to the unknown disturbance. I'm assuming this camp is here probably because the Sith temple is right around here, and that's the next stage of this quest, which I will also have a video covering that. It'll be the first time I'll have cleared it, so it probably won't be too informative. It'll be more just gameplay. But either way, I hope you guys enjoy it. Alright, and we're coming up on this unknown disturbance. I'm going to go ahead and pop my tactical stem at this time. The enemies that are going to spawn over here in just a few minutes are level 92 elites. You're going to be fighting 2 of them, so just a heads up, you really need to be geared for this. You really need to be ready, you need to be buffed up. This is not something that you can just attempt kind of haphazardly. And if you do decide to do this in a group, keep in mind that none of this is instanced, and none of it is bound to your group. So every single person who does this quest is going to spawn these enemies. So what I recommend doing is, if you're doing it in a group, stagger when you complete these quests, so that you're not spawning all the enemies at the exact same time. That way you can burn them down as a group. It might take a little bit longer, but you run a much lower chance of getting killed. I feel like I'm missing a buff and I just can't put my finger on what it is. That's really going to bother me. Alright, so data pad is one. This little tiny comm link on the ground right here is another one. And then the satchel right here is another one. And then you've got this scanner device here, which is another one. And then the droid around back is another one. And once you finish collecting all 5 of these items, that's when the first 2 enemies are going to spawn. Oh, I know what I'm missing, my familiar buff. Figured it out. We'll go ahead and summon that while we collect this scanner device. Perfect. Now I have the buff that I was missing. Now, just as a heads up, these enemies hit very, very hard. And if you die at any point during this first stage of prologue quests, you're going to have to start all the way over. So what I would advise is that if you're going to do this with a group, get a few people together. It's really going to help mitigate the risk of you having to start over, especially if there's no camps, because then you're going to be making all these long drives again. And it's a pain. So to get the most out of all of this content, I would recommend a group. But here we go. These enemies should be spawning. Yes, here they are, right on cue. And I'm going to try and focus them down one at a time. Oof, that was kind of a lousy drain. Not off to a great start. This is why I picked up officer stims before doing this, because these guys do hit rather hard. I didn't want to take any chances. This is one time I really wish I was a light side Jedi. Would make this a lot easier. Just basically going to be healing on cooldown. Hopefully I can continue tanking these people up. This is honestly going to be close, so we'll see. I make no promises to the outcome of this fight. Oof. Saber blocks back up. Drain. Yeah, I don't know about this. I might have to bring a medic with a macro healing me. These are not great drains on these guys. I'll pop my IG droid head. Perfection, I got the shield. Thank you. Sometimes things actually work out the way you want them to. This is one of those times. So yeah, for the next stage of this, I'm actually going to take my own advice. I'm going to grab my medic, I'm going to put him on a macro, I'm going to bring him with me. I've already done these quests on him, so he's not going to spawn any additional enemies. But I just don't think I'm going to be able to take these on my own. They just do too much damage, and my Dark Side Jedi is just not tanky enough. Pretty sure on a geared up light side Jedi you could do these by yourself, and probably a very geared tank spec commando you could do this alone. I am kind of built for PvP on my Jedi, so I'm not super tanky. I'm fairly tanky, and that's probably what's getting me here. These guys also take a long while to burn through. They're very healthy. There's not two. They barely do any damage. Go figure. Stronger in groups, evidently. Significantly so. Now, of course, I'm getting good drains. Some days I'm just convinced that this game hates me. Alright. So the next part of this is to go investigate the next area, and I'm going to do that in just a moment. I am definitely going to take my own advice. Alright, now I've got my medic on a macro following me around. That should make this significantly easier. So, since he's following me, I'm going to stay on foot. We're going to go ahead and run up here to the next area we need to investigate. I'm going to reapply my power-ups really quickly. Yes, I know the weapon one is not helping me right now. It's just force of habit, and it bothers me not having it activated. Alright. Looks like my medic has navigated around the tree successfully. So we're going to scout out this second ambush area here. And just as before, 2 enemies will spawn. Need to make sure I aggro them both, otherwise they will kill my medic. And here we go. This should be much easier this time, as I've got a healing bot. This is much less stressful now. this is going well. Alright, we'll finish taking this last guy out, and then we'll have to move on to the next investigation area. I think I'm maybe gonna need to bother popping my saber block again. Perfect. Several paths. You'll need a way to determine which trail. Alright. So, now we're going to come down here. We're going to have to scavenge some components to get that scanner going again. So basically, we're going to come down here, we're going to scavenge components off the droid, and we're going to put it into the scanner to help us figure out where these scientists have gone. Which I really want to force run, but I also don't want to break the follow on my medic right now. So I'm not going to do it. Shouldn't be a big deal. Have we looted anything cool yet? There are tons of new loot items that I've already encountered in this game since they added the Jedi Themepark. I'm sure there's even more that I haven't seen, so I'm definitely excited to see what all of those are. Oh, alright. Guess I'm helping these guys out now. Bummer. Okay, back to what we were doing. Pulling parts out of the droid. Oh, appears like this guy has Beastmaster everything. That's actually pretty cool. I like how it says tear out droid's innards. That's pretty awesome. Okay, incredibly overly loud officer bus. Perfect. Now we can repair this scanner right here. Which, I really wish these interacts did not take 30 seconds, but they do. Perfect. Now we're going to have to follow this path. So at every point along this path, that is not what I meant to summon, there are going to be enemies that ambush you. Just as a heads up, it's going to be the same enemy count that we were encountering previously. Same enemy type. That was odd. Moving right along. And here we are at path point 1, which is the same point we were at earlier, and it's another ambush. Please get out of the speeder. Hopefully my macro is still firing properly. It is. Very nice. This guy's just standing back watching his pets fight. It's pretty funny. Could have sworn it was 2. I wonder if he aggroed my mind somehow. It's entirely possible. Characters are rather loud. I guess it was just 1. I could have sworn it was 2, but I have been wrong before. Please don't drag them over to me. They like that. Alright, now we are on path point 2. I'm going to go ahead and pull my speeder back out. That's not my speeder. I'm doing that. Force of habit. My other speeder back out. Alright, back on track. Up the hill we go. Make sure all my buffs stay activated. Point 2 is coming up. I guess it just spawns 1. I could have sworn it was 2, but I will take 1. 1 works for me. Makes this all the quicker. Alright, there we go. Let's see if I can use my flash speeder again this time. Path point 3, the one that is 1,300 meters away, is the last one. Please don't drag these enemies over to me. I have no interest in fighting them. So we're going to go ahead, drive on over there, get ambushed one more time, and then we will have finished this portion of the quest. Here we are up at path point 3. Come, medic. And we get ambushed by 2 of them once more. No. Leave my medic alone. You fight me. Alright. So same as before. I'm gonna go ahead, mop this fight up. Oh, look at that. The Empire helping out. You can always count on your friendly neighborhood Empire. What a bro. Oh, man. Perfect. Alright, now we're going to carry on to path point 4. And here we go. We have now reached the point of the quest that I will be covering in my next video. This part, finding the scientists, if you die on this part, you no longer have to start the entire quest chain over. But I have only completed this with 2 full groups of people. Actually, I think we had a little more than that. It's very, very difficult. It's something you're definitely going to want a minimum full group for, fully geared. If you can't get that, you're going to need 2 full groups of somewhat geared people. It's just quite difficult to do. But as always, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope it's been helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. And may the Force be with you.